2025, it ended kind of iffy. But 2026, y'all, we lost Nicki. 2025, it ended kind of iffy. But 2026, y'all, we lost Nicki.
Good afternoon. Well, folks, here you have it. Nicki Minaj, Donald Trump. She said, I don't know what to say, but I will say this. I think I'm his biggest fan. His number one biggest fan. Made sure to get that out in case there was any confusion.
MAGA Minaj strikes again.
Hello. Well, I don't know what to say, but I will say that I am probably the president's number one fan. And that's not going to change. And the hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more.
Judging by the tremor in her voice and the shortness of breath she had while delivering that speech, it is clear that she herself does not even believe the words that are coming out of her goddamn mouth. It's either that or she has gained a substantial amount of weight from getting high and binge eating all goddamn day. And it could actually be a mixture of fucking two. It is not lost on me that just a few days ago, a judge signed off forcing them to stop the sale of her home because she was able to miraculously come up with a certain amount to save her home from being sold. It is not lost on me that that just happened a couple days ago, and now you're making an appearance at a rally for Trump. Regardless of if she's actually just doing this for money or if these are actually her own personal beliefs, at this point it does not matter. She has completely ruined whatever piece of a legacy she had left. All because the attention and validation that she so desperately seeked from the people that were in her industry is no longer there because all of those bridges have been burned. Like, there is no amount of money that should be worth risking your dignity as a fucking human being. There is no amount of money that is worth all of the hard work and dedication that you have put in over the years to become somewhat of a legend. There should be no dollar amount that you should ever be able to put on that. But because of your jealous, evil spirit and your nasty, spiteful ways, also coupled with the fact with your love for pedophiles, these are the cards that you have been dealt.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now, Nicki seems to have once again sparked outrage on the internet after appearing with the President Donald Trump at the Accounts Summit and basically saying that she is the president's number one fan. Now, this has caused a lot of chaos, and most of her fans feel betrayed, especially the black people feel betrayed because they didn't expect this side of her, and they have a lot to say. Let's take a look.
2025, it ended kind of iffy. But 2026, y'all, we lost Nicki. 2025, it ended kind of iffy. But 2026, y'all, we lost Nicki. Now listen, before I start my little monologue, I want to say this. I am one of the biggest Nicki Minaj fans in the world. But there is something going on, bro. Nicki Minaj looks insane up there, standing in front of Trump, basically just doing his dirty work. Now listen, I'm not here to talk about the political part of it at all. I'm here to talk about what we are thinking as a people. Like, listen, you can believe or you can root for whatever political party you want. I don't care, okay? But it's about morals. Not what you want your tax bracket to be. Not what you gonna do for my pockets in the long run. It's about just straight morals. Now, it could be a situation where, I don't know, is Nicki trying to get her husband's name off of that list, or her brother out, or her brother's name off that list? We don't know. But I will say this, Nicki, you have lost so much mystique these last couple of months doing whatever it is you're doing. And let me tell you something, I don't care what's going on, but at the end of it all, it better be at least a bag, because the morals is out the window.
I'm watching the Nicki Minaj. I guess she's on tour with Donald Trump. I don't know. I guess it's a Nicki Minaj tour.
I am probably the president's number one fan. and that's not going to change.
What is the name of her fans? Barbs? What do you guys call it? Barbs? Well, Barbs, check it out. I don't know what your leader is doing right now, but it just doesn't seem right. It seems a little off. I don't know if she's bipolar, or is it a bit of autism? Because what is she? I don't know what she's doing. Is she getting favors done for her? It has to be that. It has this level of backstabbing of black folks. It has to be a favor. I'm telling you, it has to be. Somebody is getting off. Somebody's getting off some charges or some. Because isn't she dealing with a pedophile? Isn't she dealing with some really like funky ass relatives? I don't know. You all can tell me, but something ain't right. Her going, I am a fan of Donald Trump. I am a fan, and something is up. She's like one of those angry chicks that get mad at black dudes and then start dating white dudes. You know those ones? And there's the black dudes that get mad at black women and want to date white women. You know what I'm talking about? So for those of you in interracial relationships, don't get sensitive. Just listen to the analogy. I'm talking about agenda mentality. That's what it feels like. She's running to her white boyfriend because the black people made me mad. But something is up, and I'm really disappointed. It's looking real at this level of man. I don't even know. Wow, I thought it couldn't be reached, man. Even Steppin' Fetchit is like, yeah, man, she worse than me. Lord have mercy. You understand? Steppin' Fetchit is rolling in his grave. This is so weird, man. You all let me know. Nicki Minaj is like, I want to call her Nicki Mirage because I feel like I'm hallucinating. I'm like, is she really over there in front of Trump talking this shit about people? I mean, a lot of this happening to people's families like that. People are getting shot and killed all under this administration, and you're there pushing this agenda. I think you Barbs need to think about who the your leader should be.
I think that this is the worst kind of betrayal, especially coming from someone like Nicki Minaj, who has always had the support of the black people since she started her music journey. The black people have always been there for her. The black people have always been her #1 fan. So you might come and say that Nicki Minaj does not owe the black people anything. But I beg to disagree, because had it not been for the black people, had it not been for the black support, Nicki Minaj would not have gained such a big following on the internet. She wouldn't be known globally like she is today. So for her to turn around and betray the black people, that is so diabolical. And no, there's no excuse whatsoever. No excuse whatsoever for this.
Barbs, I think it's time to have the tough conversation. Nicki Minaj's career is officially over.
I am probably the president's #1 fan. And that's not going to change. And the hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more.
They gotta have something on Shorty, because this is what you call cooning and booning. She's going all out to not get deported. It's so obvious. God, it's so obvious. It's just pathetic to see. Lil' Kim would never. Missy Elliott would never. Foxy Brown would never. Ugh.
This is definitely giving, I will vote for Donald Trump or vote for Trump. The left left us, so we will join the right. But we all know how it all ended. We all know how every person who aligned themselves with these people, how they ended up being treated. And I'm just wondering, at this time of age, when everything else is happening, well, you have evidence of the kind of person you're dealing with, you still have the audacity to go and join hands with them? That doesn't sit well with me, by the way. I don't understand how you could have the peace to join someone that is doing the things that he is doing to the society, which he promised peace, which he promised to take care of. But you can see the things that he's been doing. Take, for instance, the Somalis. The reason as to why they voted for Donald Trump is so that he could protect them. That is what they said. But is he protecting them right now? Is it not his administration that is persecuting these people? I don't want to judge, because at the end of the day, there are different reasons as to why someone makes a certain decision. I can only hope that the reason as to why she has made that decision is worth it. Because rumor has it that the reason as to why she decided to join Donald Trump is so that she could save her mansion from being sold because of the lawsuit that was pending, and that has already been dealt with. And others are speculating it's because she wants to save the husband or the brother. I don't have clear evidence for that, but I hope that at the end of the day, the decision she has made is worth it. Because, again, just like I said earlier, the reason as to why she is who she is, the reason as to why she is known globally, it is because of the black people. It is the black people that supported her. It is the black people that made her popular. And definitely, we know the relationship there is between this regime and the black people. We know the kind of experiences the black people have had with this regime. Talk of police brutality, talk of discrimination, talk of racism. I mean, there have been so many things that this regime has done to the black people that you as a person who is also one of them, you wouldn't want to join that regime, because that is stabbing someone at the back. And I understand why the black people are angry at her, because they thought that making this person popular would help them. Because now she has the audience, she will be able to speak for the black people, she will be able to stand up for the black people. But instead, she has used her power, she has used her audience, or rather she is intending to use her audience to do the exact opposite. To do what the black people did not expect her to do. And that is where all this commotion is coming from. Because there's no way the black people are the ones who had to put in the work. The black people are the ones who had to fight for you. Even when she was insulted by these people, the black people are the ones who stood up for Nicki Minaj. The black people have always been there for Nicki Minaj. But because right now they're not able to help her the way she would love them to, she has decided to betray them. And that is not very good of her. Making such a decision makes you a selfish person. It makes you look like a person who does not consider other people. A person who does not care about others. Yes, she might say that the left left her, just like the Somalis did. But couldn't you find one thing, one little thing the black people did that reminds you of their goodness? That makes you realize that they do not deserve this kind of betrayal? I highly doubt you couldn't find one. You just decided to overlook every other thing. And that is where the black anger is coming in. That's why we are seeing so many black Americans saying that we are going to delineate, because at the end of the day, the people that we thought are for us, the people that look like us, but are not black Americans, maybe let's say like Africans, like Jamaicans, the Latinos, at the end of the day, they tend to have this superiority complex. They get to this country with a mentality that the black Americans are below them. Not realizing that the black Americans are the ones who made it possible for them to go to that country, for them to live there peacefully, for them to be able to earn a living. It is the black Americans that made it possible for everyone that, is not palm-colored. Otherwise, had it not been for the black Americans, you wouldn't have had a chance to go there. You would stand no chance to be there. And instead of being grateful, you end up spiting the person that loved you first. Because they did all that out of love. They did that hoping that no other person who looks like them would have to endure the kind of pain they had to endure. But when most of you get there, you start acting like you're so important. Like the black Americans are below you. You start saying that the black Americans are lazy, which is not true. But I'm glad that some of them are finally learning through experience. You deny your blackness, yet you look exactly like the black people. You will be shown exactly that you are a black person. You cannot escape that. Dear Africans, dear Latinos, dear Jamaicans, we can do better. All we have to do is to love each other. All we have to do is accept that no matter where you come from, provided you are not palm-colored, provided you are, you look like this, it doesn't matter where you come from. We will always be put in one basket. That is the truth that you all have to accept so that you can come out of this kind of internalized hatred. Because at the end of the day, it's all about hatred. You hate yourself so much to a point whereby you're projecting it on the people that look like you. Because perhaps you think they're the cause, which they're not. So start loving yourself and do better for yourself. Guys, this has come to the end of our episode. I hope that we have all learned something. Please note that this message is not to condemn anyone or to spread any kind of hatred, but to educate. If you're new here, this is Talk with Kate. If you haven't subscribed, kindly consider subscribing to this channel, like this video, and share. Until the next episode, bye.